perspective, from their scholars, how do they explain it? They explain, oh, this is a human way of explaining God. Why are you explaining God in an incorrect way in the first place? God would not explain himself in this way. God will only explain to him what is his reality. If he's all knowledgeable, he will say, I'm all knowledgeable. He would not say, oh, by the way, I have to place a rainbow in the sky, so next time I'm about to destroy mankind, I look at the clouds, I see the rainbow, I will remember. That doesn't look like a knowledgeable God.
I understand what you mean. I can't really, debate about,
read with this perspective in mind. How does it describe God?
Yes.
Does it describe God in his full perfection, in his majesty, in his real, who he is in his reality? Or is he simply saying, oh God, I'll give you another example in the five books. At one point, people were traveling and they came in a land of Shinar in east, and they settled. And they started building tall skyscrapers. You know what God of the Bible says? He says, what? They are speaking same language and they're building tall skyscrapers. Nothing will be impossible for them to do what they want to do. So he comes down from heaven and confuses them in their language. And that's why we have Babylon, speech problems, confusion in the language.
Yes.
And they were scattered. Now, why would God be saying nothing will be impossible for them what they intend to do? Because they speak the same language and they're building tall buildings. Do you know we have historical records from the people of ancient Near East in which they had this belief that if you build buildings tall enough, you can go up in the sky and go in the heaven and you can overthrow God. The Bible seems to say these same people are collectively together now. They speak the same language.
Okay.
And they're building tall buildings, going up the sky. And now they're saying, who's saying? God is saying, nothing will be impossible for them to do what they imagine to do so. We know what they imagine to do so from the other historical secular text. They want to overthrow people's God. That's why they want to go to heaven.
Okay.
Yeah? So that doesn't look like someone who is all-powerful, that he has to come down and confuse them. In contrast, the Quran says it's a sign that people speak in different languages, that people are in different skin color, in different nations and tribes. God made people in languages and different tribes, not that we despise of each other, but we recognize each other. Imagine, every human being look like you. How would I know who's Adam and who's John? How would I know who's Samuel and who is Mark? Because everyone looks like the same. There'll be confusion.
Yes.
Imagine every woman look like the same.
Bruh.
So our differences in our physical stature, our composition, it's a mercy from our God that we can recognize each other. It's not that you put down someone because someone is white, or you put down someone who is black or orange or brown, whatever. No, it's to recognize each other, our differences that we were born with. But ultimately, we come from the same parents, Adam and Eve. Two examples to illustrate, whoever is writing these texts don't even know who God is in his reality. So that's how you should approach a book of God and say, does this book describe God perfectly? Is this book free from contradictions? Is this book talking about something which is erroneous and mistaken? Yeah? If we were to analyze like that, the Old Testament and New Testament, and we find this is the case, then you have to say safely I don't think this book is from God.
You know what I always wondered is as well, why the Jesus is so different from the Bible and also Islam. Because from what I understand is that he didn't die in Islamic religion, and he was crucified in Bible. Why is there this difference?
Because in reality, there was a plot to kill him, but God did not allow this kind of humiliated death to happen to his prophet. Dying on the cross and crucifying is the death of thieves and rebels, right? The Romans would crucify someone to make an example to the community. This is what's going to happen to you if you do this. God would not let his prophet to be cursed like that in the eyes of people. Look at this, a criminal. Prophets and messengers They don't just die like that. They complete their mission, and that's it. They will die a normal death. We believe they wanted to kill him, but God raised him up from their plot. And he will come down again. And then once he comes down second time, he will die naturally back then. So God did not allow this kind of humiliating death.